What are we talking about? Hey guys, how you doing? Who's just absolutely jacked for the GST holiday? Woo! Sorry, that's not what we're talking about today. Today I want to talk quickly about Group RRSPs and defined contribution pension plans. They're both pretty similar. So you've got a defined contribution pension plan. The difference between that and a defined benefit pension plan is that your contributions are defined, whereas with the defined benefit pension plan, your benefit is defined. So you're going to get $2,000 a month in retirement or whatever. The contribution is just, this is how much you're putting in, this is how much your employer is putting in. And group RSPs are very similar, but you can actually opt out of them if you want. And sometimes they have different levels of how much you can put in and how much gets matched. Anytime you have the chance to do a group RSP, do it. No matter what. This is free money that your employer is giving you, matching you, saving for your retirement. One thing that I should note is that this generally, some people might be like, yeah, I've got a retirement plan in place. Well, that's probably not going to be enough, but it is a good piece that you can use later. So all I want to talk about today is very simple about what happens when these things are done. So you retire, you get laid off, you move positions or jobs or companies or whatever, you quit, you say you want to go travel or do whatever you want to do. Well, then now you have a choice. And these things are almost always set up by big insurance companies. So one of the biggest ones you're obviously going to see is Sun Life. Manulife's a big one. And when they're invested in these group things with big employers, they're actually quite good. If you look, the fees are really low, they're very fair, the returns generally seem to be pretty good. All you're really doing is picking your risk tolerance and just leaving it and adding every month. And that's basically what anybody should be doing. And one of the good things about them is nobody really looks at them that much because they don't feel like it's theirs or they have control over it like they would if they're working with an advisor that told them what to invest in, and then you can put the blame on them if the market's not good or whatever, right? So what happens is, and this is their like bread and butter, and so I always get a little bit like up in arms about this, but when you're done with them, it's going to switch over from that group plan into your own individual plan, where if it's the defined contribution pension plan, it's now going to go into a LIRA. You're going to get a package that says, don't do anything and we'll happily manage this money for you. Group RSP, same thing. This is when I want you to start reaching out to a reputable advisor that has your best interest at heart, because at this point in time, your fees are going to go from very minimal to what they want to charge you. And you're going to have an advisor on file that you don't even know who they are. And your fees are now going to be likely well over 2% with basically the exact same investments. So at this point in time, that's where I'd start, collaborating with a professional and saying, okay, what should I do with this money? How should I reduce the fees? How is this going to work into my retirement plan? So really simple stuff. I want you to take advantage of these things. They're absolutely fantastic. If you've got an employer doing one, that's great. However, when you're done there, start taking a look, because you don't want to be charged those super high fees. Pretty much as simple as that. We can obviously certainly help with that if that's you. So just email us at info@k4financial.ca. We'd be happy to talk about it. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you very soon. Cheers.